Space-time bending.
I've just covered this. The only way to make this assertion is to start with the rain in your example already in the sky, ignoring the fact that it had to get up there in the first place. So if you're going to claim a force that must make things go down, well, no, to be there, it went up. Defying all necessity for a force pulling it back down again, it's returning to equilibrium. But the globeheads will ignore the fact that it went up in the first instance. Same with a microphone. Ignore the fact you've had to pick the damn thing up and just drop it and assert gravity. Well, no, it had to get up in the first instance. It wasn't hovering midair and then suddenly dropped. It was picked up. A force was used to get it out of equilibrium and then return it from whence it came. That's not gravity. That's forcing something out of equilibrium into disequilibrium and then returning it.
Of that, space-time is a human concept, so you don't get any time in a cubic meter of space and you don't get any space in an hour. So that's just a human concept that does not exist anywhere else but the human brain.
That's one of my favourite questions, you know. For 1,000 debates, that's epic. How much time is there in a square metre of space? What epic question, that's so cool.
Thank you.
I don't know, when I first heard it, I was like, that's so magical. That's so cool. Because the end answer from the rumpus in that instance was, well, that's a totally illogical question. You're like, yeah. You took him in that one question where I'd failed to in about 20 minutes. Epic.
To help.
And he
Say how much space is there in an hour?
Yeah. What's the volume of an hour then?
Epic.
Brilliant. Any evidence of the distance to the sun?
Oh.
There's obviously a certain distance to it.
Oh, we've got Brenda in. Hello, Brenda. Got issues? Or have you got issues? I've tested the Discord. Seems to work.
Oh, my mistake. I had my mic turned down. There's an answer to that question, Nathan.
Question, I've forgotten which one I asked. Distance to the sun?
No, how much space is in how much time is in a certain amount of space?
Everybody else be quiet. Go ahead, Brenda.
S squared equals x squared plus y squared plus z squared minus c squared over t squared. That's the answer.
Find T, please. You need to find what T is.
T is time.
Show it me in reality, please.
T is time.
Can you show me that in actual physicality, please? The answer is no. I mean, I don't want to spend 20 minutes pissing around with this or anything, but T being time, that's a concept, not real. So you're not going to ever show me this, are you? So how much time is in a cubic metre of space? Well, time being a concept while she starts fucking talking. Can you not hear me talking, bitch? Yeah, shut your fucking bitch mouth and listen to me take apart your utter horse shit. Don't talk. You got it? Yeah, time's a concept. So you're not going to show me how much T is in this equation. In actuality, are you?
Time
no is the answer. Let's not mess around with your stupidity for the next 20 minutes. You're not going to show me a concept, are you, retard? No is the answer. You can't show me that T. It's a concept.
Time is not a concept. It's a physical part of the universe.
You bitch! You can't show it me in actuality. It's not a physical thing. You can't fucking weigh it. It's not a thing. You stupid cow.
It absolutely is. It's physically part of the universe.
Right now. Show me it. Show me it now.
Yeah, time is...
Show me physical representation of time. Show it me. So I can touch it.
Well, if you have a coffee cup and it's empty, that empty space...
Coffee cup! I don't want you to show me something that's a coffee cup. I want you to show me time, which you cannot do. It's a concept.
It's the distance between two events.
Right, and you can show me that in physicality, can you? The distance between two events. That's something
Yes.
you can physically show me.
Yes. Yes.
No, you can show me a period arbitrarily assigned with a number by you elapsing. You cannot show me time in physicality. It isn't physical. It's a concept.
No, space-time is a real physical thing.
It fucking isn't. You cannot show me time. You cannot show me space-time. It is pseudo. The description mathematically of this concept is a fake geometry, pseudo-Ramonian force space, length, breadth, depth, and time. Not real, a concept, a pseudo-geometry reified into existence by fundies like you because you're told by your priests that space-time is real. When challenged to show space-time, you can't! You can describe something elapsing over an arbitrarily assigned period that you will give it.
You know the hole in a donut? That's space-time.
A moron.
No, that's true. The hole in a donut is space-time.
Don't make me remove you. Shut up. You've got nothing more to add.
I couldn't care less.
Wow.
The hole in
moron.
the hole in a donut, the hole in Swiss cheese
Shut
is
up. I
space-time.
want to reject you. You want to continue spouting shite about holes in donuts? I'm going to kick you out. Last chance. Shut up.
No, I thought you were
Yeah,
about debate. I thought you were about fair debates. What do you mean?
I was asking you a question. Now you don't get to take part. That's your problem.
Holes by David Lewis and Stephanie Lewis. Argo. I believe in nothing but concrete material objects. Bargle. There are many of your opinions I applaud, but one of your less pleasing characteristics is your fondness for the doctrines of nominalism and materialism. Every time you get started on any such topic, I know we are in for a long argument. Where shall we start this time? Numbers, colors, lengths, sets, force fields, sensations, or what? Argo. Fictions all. I've thought hard about every one of them. Bargle. A long evening's work. Before we start, let me find you a snack. Will you have some crackers and cheese? Argle. Thank you. What splendid your hair. Bargle. You know, there are remarkably many holes in this piece. Argle. There are. Bargle. Got you. Bargle. You admit there are many holes in that piece of cheese. Therefore, there are some holes in it. Therefore, there are some holes. In other words, holes exist. But holes are not made of matter. To the contrary, they result from the absence of matter. Argle. Did I say there are holes in the cheese? But that is not to imply that there are holes. Bargle. However not. If you say that there are A's that are B's, you are committed logically to the conclusion that there are A's. Argle. When I say that there are holes in something, I mean nothing more nor less than that it is perforated. The synonymous shape predicates blank is perforated and there are holes in blank, just like any other shape predicate, say blank is a dodecahedron, may truly be predicated of pieces of cheese, without any implication that the perforation is due to the presence of occult immaterial entities. I am sorry my innocent predicate confuses you by sounding like an idiom of existential quantification, so that you think that inferences involving it are valid when they are not. But I have my reasons. You, given a perforated piece of cheese and believing as you do that it is perforated because it contains immaterial entities called holes, employ an idiom of existential quantification to say falsely, there are holes in it. Agreeable fellow that I am, I wish to have a sentence that sounds like yours, and that is true exactly when you falsely suppose your existential quantification over immaterial things to be true. That way we could talk about the cheese without philosophizing. If only you'd let me. You and I would understand our sentences differently, but the differences wouldn't interfere with our conversation until you start drawing conclusions which follow from your false sentence, but not from my anonymous true sentence. Bargle. Oh, very well. But behold, there are as many holes in my piece of cheese as in yours. Do you agree? Argo. I'll take your word for it without even counting. There are as many holes in mine as in yours. But what I mean by that is that either both pieces are singly perforated, or both are doubly perforated, or both are triply perforated, and so on. Bargle. What a lot of different shape predicates you know. How ever did you find the time to learn them all? And what does "and so on" mean? Argo. Let me just say that the two pieces are equally perforated. Now I have used only one two-place predicate. Bargle. Unless I singly perforate each of these crackers, how will you say that there are as many holes in my cheese as crackers on my plate? Be so kind as to not invent another predicate on the spot. I am quite prepared to go on until you've told me about all the predicates you have up your sleeve. I have a good imagination and plenty of time. Argle. Oh dear. He ponders. Argle. I was wrong. There are holes. Bargle. You recant? Argle. No. Holes are material objects. Bargle. I expected that sooner. You were thinking doubtless that every hole is filled with matter, silver amalgam, air, interstellar gas, luminiferous ether, or whatever it may be. Argle. No. Perhaps there are no truly empty holes, but I cannot deny there might be. Bargle. How can something utterly devoid of matter be made of matter? Argle. You're looking for the matter in the wrong place. I mean to say that's what you would be doing if there were any such things as places, which there are not. The matter isn't inside the hole. It would be absurd to say it was. Nobody wants to say that holes are inside of themselves. The matter surrounds the hole. The lining of a hole, you agree, is a material object. For every hole, there is a hole lining. For every hole lining, there is a hole. I say the hole lining is the hole. So, the point of this, and of my reading Holes by David Lewis, is to point out that when Nathan Oakley asks me if I can show him space-time, I can simply point to holes, because holes are material objects. They are things. They are parts of the material universe. They are not immaterial. They are not composed of nothing. They are composed of the very stuff of this universe. It is somewhat more sophisticated to say that they are space-time, but I think that the famous paper by David Lewis I just recited clearly points out that I am fully justified in asserting that holes in cheese are in fact material objects. And Nathan Oakley and the rest of the flatterers are hereby remanded to the truth of this fact. Thank you.